Hello and welcome to another video. I am pretty tired today, but I wanted to talk about something completely from left field, which is homemaking. I heard something from a friend that I don't actually remember who they were, but they basically said that you should really focus on getting yourself settled into a new house when you move in, because there is this period of time where you can just dump stuff in a place that kind of works, a temporary space, maybe use a cardboard box as a makeshift side table or whatever. And ultimately you have these periods where you go, oh, this is only temporary. And let's say it takes you 3 months to really get situated and your lease is up in a year. You only have 9 months where you are actually comfortable in that home. And then you have a couple of months where it takes you to acclimatize. So let's say it takes 5 months to really get into the home and really make it feel like a real home. That's only 7 months of actually living in a house that feels like your home. And you have all these, this is just temporary, I'm going to actually settle in a bit, sections of your life. But these sections, when you string them together, they can become a lifetime of temporary situations that you're moving in or you're moving out. And ultimately, one way to solve that is to buy a house, but that's not really available to everyone. And another way to solve that is by staying in one place. But with the rental market being the way it is, that's also not sometimes a way to be able to operate. So I've been thinking about homemaking today because I'm at my friend's house today and it's a beautiful home. And I was just thinking about how important it is to move into a house and make it your own and make it your home as soon as you can, because it's a place that you have to spend thousands and thousands of hours in. And I think that this is temporary, I'm gonna figure it out, or I'm gonna move in, and just living in boxes for a prolonged period of times can really collect over a lifetime into years of your life in which your home is basically a makeshift environment. This is something that I'm really bad at. My house I've lived in for over a year now, and I still feel like this is a makeshift environment where I haven't really dedicated the time to make it a home. Part of that is that I'm basically bad at buying things. I really avoid spending money, and that's something that I need to really think about. But also because I don't dedicate enough time, because I find it to be a little bit frivolous instinctually. I think intellectually, I really don't feel that way. But being in a house that really feels lived in and really feels like their own really reminds me that homemaking is an important part of being human and feeling settled. And I think it's a really important part of having your nervous system feel rested when you're at home. Living in a makeshift environment can really affect the way you can rest. And that's important for me this year, given this year of turning pro being a real focus on maximizing how I rest and also how I perform. And the rest element of it is going to be really pivotal. And so I think that I need to focus on homemaking when I get home, and really figuring out a way to make my home feel settled and lived in rather than makeshift and temporary. So while I've moved into my house over a year ago, I truly don't feel like I've unpacked fully and feel settled in my home, because I still need to buy a couple of things and I just don't feel like I've really made it my home yet.